Hi everybody, it's Jeff and Nikki from Nightshade Nook Decor. So we are getting ready to pour our Dragon's Breath cutting board. We'd sold out of, everything. And so Jeff gets to play a little bit now. So this is our first time using this Dragon's Breath. And as you can see, it's a really interesting color. I mean, you can see the purples in it. There's some copper in it. There's reds in it. We haven't played with this color before. Jeff really wanted to, so now we are, and it's just really, really pretty. And I'm sorry, there's a little bit of noise because Jeff's using the drill to stir it because it's such a large bucket. We're also doing a deep pour on this cutting board, where normally you see us do the shallower pours. So this should fill up that cutting board completely, right?
Yeah.
But this is the hues in this are amazing. I can't wait to see what the cutting board comes out like when everything's said and done. Now you can see why he really, really, really wanted to play with this color. Because it's just very neat. There's some oranges. There's a lot of purples in there. So we'll have to see what this board looks like. So far, I mean, I'm loving this color. I'm sure you are. So he's just mixing up. He already mixed up the epoxy. Like I said, it's a deep pour epoxy, and it's the Black Diamond Dragon's Breath mica powder that he added to it. So once he's done mixing that up, we'll go ahead and pour that into our frame and see how it looks in the frame. I think it's going to look amazing. That is such a cool color. I don't think I've ever seen a mica powder that does this.
I know.
That's so insane. And then we ordered some other new mica powders too. Some of them are color changing mica powders, so we'll get to see.
This one is color changing.
What those are like. Yeah, this one's color changing too. So we just kind of wanted to mix things up and, have a little fun. That's just cool. I really, really like that.
Yeah, so depending on which way you look at it or how the light hits it, it should change colors while you're looking at it.
So once it's dried?
Yeah, not so much when it's wet, but when it's dry.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see this board done. So like I said, now we know why Jeff has been dying for someone to order a Dragon's Breath cutting board. And, we sold out of everything, was it last weekend? We have a lot of coasters, and the coasters are actually going quick too. We already have some orders for some of the coasters. Some of them are still curing. But I say let's go ahead and pour this and see what's going on. There's Clancy down there hanging out in the shop with us. So this is, this looks like kind of a big board. This is a black walnut board. What are the dimensions on this?
Should be,
You used to write it on the board for me.
Should be 12 by, I think 28.
So this is not a custom order. This is Jeff, getting to do what he wants to do with it. So that should be exciting. And he's got a smaller one too. I think he's going to do a pour with the Dragon's Breath. But apparently if you mix it with a different color, which is what he's going to do with the next one, it changes even more so.
Right, so I've seen it where they mixed the Dragon's Breath with black, and what they wound up with was a dark blue that changed to purple.
That sounds really neat.
So yeah, that was pretty cool.
So what he's doing now is just kind of leveling or making sure that the frame is leveled before we do the pour. Because again, this is deep pour epoxy. I know you've seen us do the pours a million times, and we generally do it in layers. This is going to be one big pour. So it's a different type of epoxy we're using. I guess the new year coming is just us changing a lot of things as we go, which is cool. It's all very exciting. And you guys feel free to shout out any comments or questions you have as we go along. I see there's a lot of you guys watching. Feel free to jump in, say hi, ask us questions about the color, the pour, the boards, anything. We're open. Does that look pretty level?
No, I gotta raise up this side now.
Okay. And this is standard when Jeff is setting up and getting ready to pour. We like to make sure everything's level because it is self-leveling epoxy. So if it's not level, you're going to have spillage on the outside of one end or in shallow on the other end, and doing a deep pour, which is a single pour epoxy. We want to make sure we're completely accurate. Yeah. We only get one shot.
It's not quite as forgiving as when we do other pours.
So he's just sticking some shims underneath the frame to kind of make sure everything is level. Wendy Pike is on. She said, I've been waiting to see the dragon's breath. We have too. I'm so excited, and I love looking at that color. That's so cool. Clancy's just like, what's going on?
Clancy.
Clancy's often in the shop with us. All right, so you see the purple while you're pouring. That's really cool. So now with the deep pour epoxy, do you wait longer to do the swirl? What's the rules here?
Yeah, this stuff takes a long time to set up, so we probably will wait a while before we swirl it. Okay.
Wendy also says the wood looks great. It does. That's a beautiful piece of black walnut. I love the burl that's right in here. It's gorgeous.
This is the last piece of that wood that we got out at Butler's.
Oh, when the cat climbed on you.
When the cat climbed on me.
I like to see that you were bringing that up before I was.
Mm-hmm. I knew you would eventually have gotten there. I'm going to go down to the other end so I can make sure I get some of that.
You want me to trade
stuff.
spots with you?
Yeah.
Tight quarters in the shop. There's so many different projects still going on. We're still finishing up that white and black cutting board. So that does look cool. And we're still doing the coasters. Jeff has some sanding he's done. I think he poured one set is ready to go. Well, I shouldn't say one set. One group of coasters, which is probably like 7 sets. And then we have another, maybe it looks like 8 sets that are curing, and probably another 10 sets that are sitting there ready to get sanded.
7 sets are done. 7 sets have their second pour. And then there's another batch of 7 or 8 sets that has to get...
You did everything in 7s?
Yeah.
You're an odd person.
That's because it's how much room I had on my table. It was all about space.
It was all about space? That's really cool. I'm down here looking at all the little purple hues that are in here. I see you already filled the crack. So with the deep pour, same rules, right? With the torching and stuff?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Looks like our crack swallowed up.
It does.
So we're going to add a little more in there.
I know you're probably thinking you're going to want to keep this cutting board because you've been waiting. I have a feeling this is going to go quick.
Oh, probably.
So it does have more of a murky color now. I'm assuming it's because of all the air bubbles that are in it.
Oh, yeah. It'll probably change colors as soon as
you torch it?
Yeah, as soon as we torch it.
But I like how much easier this is with the deep pour epoxy. I like that it's one pour and done.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
I know.
Okay, so I do have a little bit left over. And
so what are you going to do?
I was going to pour it in that other mold and try to do the black with add the black to it and see if I can get that dark blue purple color.
Yeah.
It's not going to fill the mold completely because it's not quite enough, but...
Well, yeah, but can you pour that and then do another quick mix?
Oh. No. I can pour this and then pour more on it later.
Oh, so you're going to do a layered pour of the deep?
Yeah, it'll be deep pour epoxy, but I can do a layered pour on it.
So there's the little cutting board that he was going to do, which he's going to do layers on, which you guys have seen us do.
Okay, now I have to go and get my carbon black, excuse me.
You're just unprepared.
I know.
It's so unusual for you.
I wasn't sure how much I was going to have left over.
Poor Clancy doesn't know what to go. He's trying to stay so close to me. Hello, Clance. See, now it's got like a almost ruby red hue, but only on the outsides. On the inside of that river, it's kind of like pinkish purplish.
Very, very unorganized tonight.
That's okay. It's the weekend. You can be unorganized. It's Sunday night. But what's cool is this little bit over here is mostly purple. Oh, now he's torching it. That's so cool. It still has that little iridescent purple shimmer to
Floating
it.
on the top.
Yeah. That should swirl really pretty.
Yeah, that's going to swirl really cool, I bet.
So now, since it's deep pour, it takes longer to set up.
This does. This takes, normally it's dry. Normally the epoxy's pretty well dry in about 24 hours. It's not cured, but it's dry. You know, I mean, it's dry to the touch. Now look at this.
Oh my God.
That is really cool.
That's really cool. So
yeah.
all you did was add a little carbon black.
All I did was add black to it.
To the dragon's blood.
And we just made this really wild blue-purple color. Yes, I love this stuff. This stuff's awesome.
That's awesome.
We definitely got to buy more of this. What we received was
small
little sample
packet.
pack. Yeah, it was back ordered, so we couldn't get a bottle, but we were able to get this sample pack. So we said, well, let's take that because at least we can play with it. And I'm loving this stuff. That's amazing. That is really cool. This is going to be a cool little cheese board.
That is. Oh, I'm excited.
I don't know how much we...
I don't know. Pour.
Hurry up,
Pour.
Yeah, that's really cool.
I want to see that in the board. Because that's going to look so amazing with the black walnut. Oh, I'm getting is your hand. There we go. Wow.
Oh, wow, we're going to have almost enough to finish this.
Wendy loves that. Oh my gosh. I'm in love with that. That is so pretty.
Okay, so when this dries, we can just do a shallow pour on this later to finish it off.
So every time you add a different color to it, it changes
Yes.
to something else. Ah, this is like, we're going to buy a huge bottle of this.
So this stuff is very cool.
Yeah, so you really just need a little bit more. You could probably just mix that up. Right?
I'll have to do it in a smaller...
Container?
Yeah.
If you want to hold this, I can get you a smaller container.
No, I want to blow off the air real quick.
Okay. Right now it looks like blackberry jam. That's cool. I'm not getting the hues enough because it's kind of...
Yeah, it's kind of
The light
dark.
in here is kind of weird. Yeah, it is kind of dark. But that looks so cool. You can see all the... It almost looks like the night sky. Except with some purple hues in it. Oh, that's so pretty. Wendy said that is a deep plum cover. Wow. Love. So beautiful.
Yeah,
This
I can
is
still
gorgeous.
see the red in it. I can see blue in it. I can see purple. It's just a really cool color. Now y'all can see why I was dying to try this stuff, because it's amazing.
Oh, I hope it's back in stock. I'm going to have to order a lot of this.
Yeah,
Well, we
order
also,
a
we
couple
do
bottles.
have some other colors coming too that should be here, I think next week. I think it's coming before the new year. Definitely after Christmas, but before the new year, which is color changing too. Wow. The camera is just not doing it justice. As
Yeah,
I'm looking through
right,
the
the
camera
camera
and looking
won't.
at it in person,
Right, the camera never does it justice.
that's just so amazing. See if I can get you there. There you can kind of see all the different hues that are in it. That's stunning.
Yeah, that's pretty cool stuff.
You know, I was excited with the red dragon's blood one, but you've sold me on this one.
Yeah, when I saw him do the video, 'cause I knew Dragon's Breath was red. So when I saw them do the video and they put the black in it and I watched it turn blue, I was like, wow, that is neat. Who would have thought?
So now he's swirling up the red one. Yeah, I think you stole the show once you added the black.
Yeah.
I mean, the red one's really pretty too, but that purplish one is just amazing. So now normally your swirls will set in, you know, after 15-20 minutes. So with this, is it more like 40 minutes because
Oh.
it's deep pour?
So I've never used this epoxy, so I really don't know. I might be out here for hours messing with this stuff tonight.
He'd be out here for hours messing with it anyway.
I don't know what it's gonna do. I
Oh,
really
look
don't.
at that orange that's coming through.
Yeah, this is really cool stuff.
It really is.
Let's probably need a little more. Look at that, we ran out.
Yeah, that little crack just keeps sucking it up.
Well, we can steer some of this in there.
But I absolutely love this. I think this is one of the best ones.
Yep. There's a reason. I've been going crazy trying to get my hands on this stuff.
Wendy says, I have a birthday coming up and we'll need to have my hubby place an order.
There you go.
Absolutely, I agree. She's going to be torn, though, between the red one or the purplish one.
Yeah, if you're serious, you should act fast, because this board will not be around long, I guarantee you.
I was going to say, we sell so many of our boards during our lives.
Yeah, more times than not, these boards are sold.
They just don't even make it to the website.
Yeah, they get sold before I'm even finished with them. So if you want it...
Which is good and sad.
Speak now.
I like to be able to post them on the website and see them up there.
Yeah, this one's probably not going to make it to the website.
That is just
this stuff
so
is
cool.
so cool.
All right, you going to stir the other one?
Yeah, well, I already stirred it, but I'll stir
I
it
don't
some
care.
more.
Stir it some more. Yeah, I'm just not getting a good angle. Oh, there we go. Wow. That's really cool. It's like purple and raspberry and black, and it's just awesome. So is there others that you saw that was like the Dragon's Breath?
No, I mean, we'll really have to experiment with it. These are just... This is, you know... I saw somebody do this on a video, and I went, oh, I gotta try that. That looks amazing.
Evie said she loves both. I forgot you were going to watch because you
Oh, that's
wanted the
right,
red cutting board, right?
So,
Yeah, so I don't know.
So what do you think, Evie? Do you like that red?
I think she might have to come over and see that.
Yeah, I mean, you almost really have to see it in person.
Because you're not leaving, she's leaving Florida, what, the 26th?
Yeah, so you got time.
Yeah, I'd say stop over before you leave, Evie, and take a look. I know you'd wanted a red one. We can do another one like this for you.
Yeah, I can do normal red too, but if you like this, I'll do this.
I think we're going to have to see what it looks like when it dries, too.
Yeah, because it's definitely going to look different when it dries.
Right, because if she was trying to match a red kitchen, I don't know. She might want just plain red.
Yeah, she might. So we really have to see what this one looks like in 72 hours.
I love this one. It looks like a night sky to me. That's all I see. The little specks just remind me of like stars. All right, I'm in love with these.
Okay,
You got to mix up more and fill that.
A little more.
All right. Well, I'm excited, and this is a great way to end 2020 with some pretty new boards and new colors. Okay, guys, I mean, I don't have anything else to add. Do you have anything else to add, hon?
No, not right now. It'll take me a few minutes to get that mixed up anyway. So.
Yeah, Evie says she wants to see it when it's dry. I agree. Plus, yeah, I like this red one too. Plus, it's color changing depending on the light. So, I mean, that's going to be interesting.
It's like, you ever see like the cars that have the chameleon color, where you look at a car in one direction it looks green, and then you look at it the other way and it looks gold or something?
Kind of like your old truck when I kept saying it's got like the purple shimmer to it.
Oh yeah, because it had the purple fleck in it.
It had the purple fleck like that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of similar to that.
Yeah, this red is really, really cool. What is the size? The size of the plum board is little. What is that?
It's
small.
12. It's like 9 3/4 by 12. 12 and a half.
Yeah, so it's more like a cheese board than one of our full size cutting boards. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get through. Clancy does not leave my heels.
So I had this piece I had this piece of wood left over from, when I cut this one to put in the mold, and I didn't want to waste it, so I made a special mold just to put it in here. And I figured we'd make a cheese board out of it.
Yeah, because otherwise that would have been a huge board. It would have been like 38 by something, right?
Yeah, it actually would have wound up being a coffee table because it was like 39 inches long.
Yeah, and I like the little cheese boards. I find them handy. I like the option of having like a big cutting board or a little cutting board. And that could just be me. You mixing up again? Because I kind of want to watch you mix up again. Because I love watching that color change. I think that's so cool. And when you mix it, it's really awesome.
So what do I need? 4 ounces and then 2 ounces.
I was going to say, in there, as you can see, our coasters curing. Waiting for Jeff to sand those off. After he poured the epoxy on them, he does 2 pours on them. And then he has to sand off the bottom. Because you already routed them and everything before you poured.
Where?
And the coasters?
Yeah, they're all covered with dust now, but they have I do a seal coat on them, and then I have to scuff them, and then I do another flood coat on them. So those have the second flood coat. I just have to sand all the drippings off the bottoms, and then seal the backside, and they'll be ready.
I was gonna say he's trying to do his math because this is a different ratio than our standard epoxy. Because it's deep pour.
Yeah, so I'm hoping all this works out well because we've never used this epoxy. We've actually never used deep pour epoxy before, so it's all quite new.
Yeah, she likes the plum one a lot. I do too. That's
it's really cool. I mean,
beautiful color.
It worked out just like in the video. It was really cool.
I'm glad we finally get to chat with Wendy Pike. She likes a lot of our stuff.
Well, I probably poured a little too much hardener, but it should be okay.
Clancy's making his way down to the wood stove. Oh, here's your... I don't know where your black went. Oh, must be up there.
Right here, yeah.
Okay. So he's just mixing up a little bit more of the deep pour epoxy so we can finish pouring the plum one all the way. I thought you were correcting me. I'm like, why is he pointing like that? You're seeing if it's floating.
Yeah, because we did not put the clamps on this.
Well, you can put the clamps on it still once you pour. I kind of like being able to, like, let everyone see without the bridges.
Yeah.
And since it's...
If this was a full-size board, we wouldn't be doing that.
Oh, well, yeah, absolutely. But since it's a deep pour and a small board, you can clamp it after you pour. That's absolutely fine. It's not like we're going to be on the video for hours. We just want to watch you mix this up again. Because it's such a neat process. So he's just putting a little bit of the dragon's breath in there. And then he's going to add some of the carbon black and, you know, wipe it off on his shirt like he does. Rags. I should have gotten you rags for Christmas.
These are the rags. We need more carbon black, too. This is all we have.
Okay. You know, and I noticed you do that a lot, too, during our lives. You, like, place orders for inventory with me.
Because that's when I realize we're low on something.
Like, I'm not going to remember that you need all these things. Carbon black. I'm not even sure who the carbon black is by. I think it's Pearlex.
It is. I think the Black Diamond makes Onyx black.
Okay, but you like the carbon black better?
Well, Onyx black is just as good. I mean, it's just a different brand name by a different
right, we just don't want the silver black. You want actual black.
Yeah. And it's not that we don't like the silver black. It's good for when you're mixing something that you want silver black.
That looks really cool. It's not.
Oh.
I mean, it's hard to see because you're stirring so fast, but it's not hard to see the colors. You're actually making it look a little electrified. Oh, that's right. This is a longer stir epoxy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's when you're supposed to stir about 5 minutes. And it's not... The other epoxy's pretty thick. This one is not thick at all. It's very watery.
I still like watching the colors come together. Because you can see the raspberry, the purple, the black, all of
Okay,
it.
let's pour it.
All right.
Such a
Let's
small
do it.
amount. Hopefully it's enough.
It is. But then, boom, you've got 2 boards done. Now, this takes longer to cure as well because it's
This
a deep
takes
pour.
72 hours.
And how long did the other one take to cure?
Actually, this actually 72 hours. The other one takes a week to cure. So
Okay.
this is actually
It cures quicker.
faster, yeah.
Interesting. Wow, that's just really cool color. Wendy, you should have had your husband watching this. Yeah, this is very
floated.
cool.
It floated.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, we're screwed. It floated. I was wondering. I'm
Right.
like, hey, where'd all the epoxy go? See, it's coming out the back there.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, we messed up.
Well.
I told you we should have clamped it.
Sometimes that happens. All right, guys.
This is exercise in what not to do.
Why don't I
Hold on.
do that
while
for
I
you?
Go get a clamp.
Well, I still think that's an amazing color. All right, guys, so we are going to let you go. Jeff's going to get some clamps to clamp this down. But thank you for watching. Don't forget to, give us a like and share and comment on our posts. And I know. And you guys have a good night.